This is Warzone Jones, and this is my top 10 wrestlers who I believe should be, should get the fuck off our television. Basically, that's the name of this video. So that's the name of the title of this video. I'm just gonna run down the list of people who I just feel is just a waste of time and a waste of money. This is all really just my opinion. So I'm gonna start off with top 10. I'm going down from 10 and down. Start off with Sheamus. Sheamus, ladies and gentlemen. Sheamus. Here's a guy who, he's a WWE champion and don't nobody care about. Period. Sheamus is the WWE champion. He sucks in the ring. He's okay on the mic, but nobody cares about it. The WWE champion is not even over. So thus the WWE champion isn't worth nothing. Thus the WWE champion is not worth the money and the time that they're putting into him. I don't care if he's going into a program with John Cena or not. Nobody cares about this guy. That's just my opinion. I know I don't care about him. He barely gets a crowd reaction. Period. He barely gets a crowd reaction. He clearly is a transitioning champion. From what I've seen on Monday Night Raw, he what they do him on. He wrestled Evan Bourne, but he isn't worth the money in my opinion. He's just not worth it. So I'm just gonna move on because he's not worth it. Second, Mark Henry. Mark Henry. Mark Henry. He's been in WWE since the Attitude Era. I believe he's been there since '98. He left and he's gone. He won such titles as the European Championship, a title that really isn't nothing, but a title that's gone. He won the ECW Championship, and the ECW. Let's be honest, ECW is extremely crappy wrestling nowadays, especially when he won it. He had all these extremely crappy wrestling matches. In my opinion, Mark Henry, I guess he's over a little bit as a babyface. He gets more of a crowd reaction than Sheamus does. But Mark Henry's he's just all around garbage. And that one time when they had him rapping a couple of weeks ago, hey, we already got a black person that rap. We don't need all that. And to me, Mark Henry, I just don't want him on my TV. I don't enjoy Mark Henry, period, on the mic or in the wrestling ring. I just don't like Mark Henry, period. When he was Sexual Chocolate, when he was with the Nation of Domination, don't like him, don't care for him. That's just me. Moving on. Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 8. Scott Steiner, he can't go in the ring anymore, period. Scott Steiner can't go in the ring anymore, and it's time for Scott Steiner to retire. It's time for Scott Steiner to face that fact. He can't wrestle anymore. He can't even be carried to a good match anymore. Because Scott Steiner needs to go. But, that's just my opinion. Scott Steiner, I would say he's a legend. He's Hall of Fame material. Him and his brother. These guys should be going to the Hall of Fame one day. Hey, maybe in the next 10 years. But Scott Steiner in TNA, he's not having any good matches. Some people don't like his promos. A lot of people don't like his promos because you can't understand what he's saying. But, Scott Steiner, he's just not good anymore. He tires out too quick, in my opinion. So, when you tire out too quick, you get sloppy, and he's just a sloppy-ass wrestler. Which basically means he's garbage, somewhat. That's just what I think. Moving on. Number 7, Ezekiel Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, Ezekiel Jackson, this guy isn't that good, period. He isn't good. He really isn't that over with the fans. I don't like him. I don't care if he's black or not. I still don't like the guy. He's just not really that over, and he damn sure isn't that good in the ring. They put him with William Regal, obviously, so he can learn from William Regal. But, he hasn't really learned that much. To me, he's not improving at all. I'm not feeling Ezekiel Jackson, what he's doing. Period. Everybody say he's a rip-off of Odd Man Johnson, or clearly, he's bald, he's black, and he got that beard, and he got red tights, just like Odd Man Johnson. Here's the truth. Odd Man Johnson was 10 times better than him in the ring, even though Odd Man Johnson wasn't necessarily great, but he was better than him. And on top of that, Odd Man Johnson was over with the fans. He really was. If you look back in like in '97, Odd Man Johnson was over with the fans as a babyface. He really was. He probably could have been they probably could have gave him a WWE title run at one point, but for various reasons. I think he was getting hurt too much, and he was a little sloppy himself. But that's just what I think about Ezekiel Jackson. Moving on to number 6. Abraham Washington. Don't want him on there. I don't want his white ass on there. I don't care. He doesn't entertain me, period. Apparently, the best part of his show is when Tony Atlas comes out and he's laughing. Tony Atlas is a star, and he's the co-host. I guess he's the co-host. You know, I don't know what they call it, but you know, he's the guy. He tells people to applaud. Tony Atlas is pretty much the star of that whole segment, and that segment really isn't that funny. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. I'm just a little curious. I don't know if the man is a wrestler or not, but what the hell is he doing there? I mean, like, he's not doing anything. They clearly think he's entertaining, but he's not that entertaining. That's just my opinion. Abraham Washington show needs to go. But moving on. Number 5, Kelly Kelly. Ooh, she's sexy, but Kelly can't wrestle. Kelly, she can't do this, she can't do that. She's terrible. You know, they got rid of, I believe they had released Candice Michelle. Why didn't they release this girl? They were like, Kelly, she's just not a good wrestler. Ain't none of her matches good. The most impressive thing she can do is when the wrestler holds her foot and she does a little backflip. That's it. And sometimes she screws that up. So she's sloppy. She still wrestles like an amateur. She's been in WWE about, I think, 4 years. I think she's been there since like 06, maybe. But she isn't that good, and she's just a terrible wrestler, in my opinion, and she needs to go. She's one of the reasons why people don't enjoy women's wrestling, why they don't enjoy the divas. But that's just my opinion. But so moving on. Number 4, the Bella Twins. They need to go too. They can't wrestle. They ain't even as good as Kelly. The Bella Twins, you know, they're escort divas. They're ballets. You know, they're with the GM, the guest hostess, all the time. And you know what? They sort of seem like hoes, if you ask me. That's just my opinion. They're just terrible. They're not worth it. Yeah, they fine, but they're not worth it. They're not worth the money. It's a waste of money. That's just my opinion. Coming in number 3. Number 3, Rob Terry. Get him off. Get him off, period. Get him off until I don't know where is he going to get some experience for wrestling, but Rob Terry is garbage. Period. He's a garbage-ass wrestler. I'm pretty sure he's a garbage talker. I don't think he can even speak English. Rob Terry, I'm not feeling him. I don't think anybody's feeling him. Rob Terry, he's just a bad all-around wrestler, period. I'm not feeling Rob Terry, and I don't understand why the hell Rob Terry got a United States Championship shot. Why? I mean, not United States, excuse me, an X Division. He got an X Division title shot. Why? Why? If Rob Terry wins this X Division title, I'm going to be so pissed off. I mean, you know, Hogan apparently is, hey, if you can't wrestle, if you can't talk, then you're out of here. Hey, there you go right there. Rob Terry, he can't wrestle and he can't talk. Get rid of his ass, Hogan. Khali, the great Khali. I don't care if this man brings a fan base from India or any of those places out there. I don't care. He's garbage too, and his matches are quick, and he's wrestling jobbers, which I'm glad his matches are quick. But I mean, do you really want to pay this man all this money? I mean, really don't nobody like this guy. I don't care if people they do all that stuff when he comes out. When he comes out, everybody, yeah, they get loud, they react, and he is over. I'll give you that. But Great Khali is just a garbage wrestler. Period. Just period. He isn't worth the money either, in my opinion. Coming in at number 1. Number 1. Some people may agree with it, some people may don't. Matter of fact, I think a lot of people will agree with it, especially, in the IWC. Hornswoggle. Fire him. I don't care. Fire his ass. He isn't worth the money. He's just a waste of time. He's with D-Generation X. He's just, he's with DX. Hornswoggle's literally made DX worse, in my opinion. I don't know whose idea was it to have him in DX. But that person needs to be slapped, that person needs to be ran over, that person needs to get his ass whipped, whether it be Shawn Michaels, Triple H, or Stephanie McMahon, I don't care. Hornswoggle is, I've never had a problem with Hornswoggle until he left Finley sad. This man was getting storylines, he's on TV way too much, he's getting pushed over so many superstars. Man, you ain't worth the money and you can't do nothing and you ain't got no talent. Why? That's just me. I don't like porn stars. I don't care for them. That's just me. So this is Warzone Jones. Comment, let me know what you think of my picks. All the people who need to get the fuck off of our televisions. This is just what I think. This is just my opinion. I believe all these guys need to get the fuck off our TV. We can live without seeing these guys for the rest of our lives. That's just my opinion. This is Warzone Jones. Please comment. Please subscribe. I'm out. Have a good one.